What is going on, guys? Thank you guys so much for coming back for another episode of our 7-minute news, and I'm so happy to be here, guys. Thank you guys so much for coming, for checking this out. It really means the entire world to me. Gaston is in my lap. We're hanging out. We're going to bust out some news for you guys, so I hope you guys are ready. Hope you guys are locked and loaded for some good news. By the way, I'm Stubbs121. Sorry, guys, I'm totally petting Gaston, and he's loving every minute of this. You want to say hi real quick? You want to say hi? I don't know. Let's go. Come on. Ugh. Say hello to everyone. He is like, get me the heck out of here, please. I don't even want to be here. You can chill in my lap there, bud, while I drop the news for the amazing audience that we have here today. By the way, guys, I'm Stubbs121, and I certainly appreciate you stopping by. If you guys do like what you see, definitely don't forget to hit that sub button, that like button, and then you see that like button down there? Why don't you smash that thing? Give me a like. I certainly appreciate it, guys. Let's get the news underway. We may keep Gaston in our lap. We may let him go, but we'll figure it out from there. Let's do this, guys. Here we go. All right, guys. So Gaston is kind of in my lap, and we're going to do the best we can. He may leave. He may jump up and say hello one more time. Who knows? But you can kind of see his ear in the bottom right there. But we're going to start off with our first news segment. We're talking about Apex Legends here, guys. Apex Legends Season 10 is underway at the time of recording this episode, and I hope that you guys have got your hands on it so far. Now, with Season 10 with Season 10 basically dropping already by the time of this recording, they're dropping a new character. Now, this is a really cool character that I'm really, really excited to see. Maybe see is the right word that I'm trying to say here, because his name is Seer, and it appears that he uses some visual prowess as far as his abilities and, ultimates may go. Now, there's a trailer that's actually been released. Now, you guys can view it. I'll have the link to it as well, too. But I'm going to show part of it while we're talking here as well. Now, the previous character, Valkyrie, was a huge success for Respawn. And then Respawn is hoping to kind of continue this trend with their new character named Seer in the trailer known as Metamorphosis. It's kind of revealed a little bit about his birth and his eventual rise to power. Now, the art style that's actually going on that you guys can see, I love this art style. I think this art style is one of the coolest art styles. Like, it's awesome. It's just so unique. Now, what we can tell from the trailer is that it appears that he is kind of an outcast, or he's been cursed by some strange reason, because he's got some really unique eyes. As you guys can see, they're white as compared to everyone else around him. Now, will that come into effect with his abilities, with his ultimates? I'm not 100% sure, but later on in the trailer, he actually has a glowing gem in his chest, and he pulls kind of like a moth out of it, and that might be his ultimate. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm super excited for this character. Now, a bunch of buddies, we play Apex, and I'm really, really excited, especially how much I really liked watching and playing Valkyrie. She's a whole lot of fun, and Apex has done a really, really good job with characters, I think. Now, with characters being released, like in all pretty much games, there's either events going on, or there's updated maps, there's something going on, and we may see this exact same thing happening here as well too. Now, with Season 10, like I said, underway, at the time of recording this, you guys can totally pick up Seer, the new champion. He's coming out July 22nd, so when this video does drop, it'll be already a couple days into Season 10, so you guys better get your hands on this new character. You know I will. I'm super excited, and it should be a lot of fun. Nice job, Apex. I'll see you there. Are you done? Are you done, mister? He's so not done here, guys. He is very curious about pretty much everything that's going on. All right, I'm going to do my best. We're going to get under the second topic. Now, a couple weeks ago, we actually released a video about the new Switch, like so many other people did as well, too. Kind of giving their points, their thoughts, their ideas on it, and their overall kind of perspective of the new Switch, or Switch OLED. A lot of people were not happy. A lot of people were very, very upset with the actual Switch, because people were expecting it to be the Switch Pro, and it wasn't the Switch Pro. With that being said, though, reports have come out that Nintendo is actually going to receive a higher profit margin with the Switch OLED, and they also released more information that there is no plan for an updated or a new Switch in any time soon. That could be a year, that could be 2 years, who knows? But they have no plans to actually create the Switch Pro anytime soon, from what they're saying. Now, a lot of people kind of viewed the Switch OLED as being kind of the 2021 Wii U, where it didn't really bring anything new to the table. It was kind of a cop-out in most like aspects or so. And Nintendo, unfortunately, they still kind of pressed on. They've kind of said, we're going to move forward with this. We're going to kind of keep going with this, and this is what our intention is. And that's fine. They have every right to do. I mean, they are their own company and stuff. But the response has been very critical. The response has been very poor. Now, like I commented, reporting from Bloomberg News, it was reported that the Switch OLED has a higher profit margin. It was reported the estimated cost was about $10 higher to manufacture, which correlated to a higher profit margin. Now, a higher profit margin is always desirable with a company, meaning that it will generate more profits from its sales. This, though, does not look good in the eyes of the consumers, as many are viewing the Switch as a slight improvement from the original model, and Nintendo hopes to make a significantly larger amount of return on their sales with less to offer to the consumer. Now, Nintendo, they have come forward and they've denied these claims, but again, Nintendo is kind of striking out here. Nintendo has kind of hit a whole bunch of errors with the release, with the comments about the new Switch, as well too as not releasing any new Switch Pro that it was rumored for so long, and that's very concerning for pretty much every single consumer who is looking at a Switch or has a Switch, because they were looking forward to the new Switch Pro. Now, I'm not overly too upset about it because I have a Switch and I really like it, and I probably wasn't planning on getting a Switch Pro, probably not for a little bit. But what are your guys' thoughts? What are your guys' thoughts on this? Are you guys okay with this going on? Are you guys pretty upset with Nintendo? Let me know your thoughts. Let me know your thoughts down below, and then we'll take it from there. Guys, Gaston has not moved. He's still staring at me. He's playing with my my mic boom, but that's okay. There's no problem there, man. You can hang out. You can stay put right here, and we can do the news together. How does that sound? You cool with that? Yeah, you're totally cool with that. All right, guys, for our final story, we're going to be talking about streaming. Now, streaming in regards to movies, in regards to videos, in regards to TV shows, and gaming as well, too. Now, the amount of disc sales for games has significantly dropped off over the past year, and it's just kind of become the mainstay for you to basically buy a game off of maybe Steam, Origin, Xbox Store, Nintendo Store, PlayStation Store. That's kind of just been the mainstay. That has pretty much been the target, or the way that things have been going for a while now, and it's going to continue that way. Now, Netflix wants to get into the streaming business in regards to gaming, though. I mean, they were kind of the mainstay when it came to actually streaming, and so many people have followed their same exact plan.
There's a better way to rent movies. As many as you want for only $17.99 a month, and no late fees. Go to Netflix.com, make a list of the movies you want to see, and in about one business day, you'll get 3 DVDs. Keep them as long as you want, without late fees. Then when you're done, look, prepaid envelopes. Return one, and they'll send you another movie from your list. It's easy.
Netflix. All the movies you want, only $17.99 a month, and no late fees.
Originally Netflix, they had a giant amount of DVDs, and you would basically pick. You'd have kind of a ranking of like 1 to 10 of where you wanted, when you wanted these DVDs. They would send a DVD out to you. You'd watch it, you'd put it back in an envelope, you'd send it back out, and you'd get your next one. Fantastic. It was awesome. And I remember that Gamefly had actually done the same thing. Gamefly may still be around, I'm not 100% sure. But that was kind of it was huge. It blew people's minds that this was possible. Since, it has evolved massively. I mean, it's basically led to Hulu having TV shows. It's led to Amazon Prime having TV shows. I mean, that was kind of the main, the king of when it came to streaming, and they want to start delving into the gaming industry as well too. And this is really cool. I'm actually kind of excited for this, because as of right now, their plan is that they want to offer streaming or just rentals through their service at no additional cost. For now, that is. That may change, whatever their goal is, their final idea is. But they did actually send a letter to investors where they stated that we're also in the early stages of further expanding into games, building on our early efforts around interactivity and our Stranger Things games. We view gaming as another new content category for us, similar to our expansion into original films, animation, and unscripted TV. Games will be included in a member's Netflix subscription at no additional cost, similar to film series. Initially, we'll be primarily focused on games for mobile devices. We're excited as ever about our movies and TV series offering, and we expect a long runway of increasing investment and growth across all of our existing content categories. But since we are nearly a decade into our push into original programming, we think the time is right to learn more about our members' value game. Now, they didn't exactly state kind of, what games they're going to be focusing on, or the genre, or how they're going to be doing this. They have a goal. They have a goal in mind, and that's what their goal is. And I think that's a great goal to have. I think it's going to revolutionize a lot more. It's going to push the envelope when it comes to actually like doing more of like, the streaming service. And this is great because it keeps it keeps things innovative. It keeps things moving in a good direction like this. You know, they're not exactly sure how it's going to work with their UI, but they're certainly interested to know more about how things are going to go. And that is their goal. That is what their intention is. And I'm super looking forward to it. I think it's going to be great. You know, when they first release it, it's probably going to be no additional cost. As time goes on, it's probably going to raise the cost as expected. It's just going to happen because it's going to be more emphasis. It's going to be more load on their overall service. And that's just the way things are. What are you guys' thoughts? Are you guys interested in something like that? Will you guys use this software if it does come out? I certainly will, so I'm super excited for this. Well, guys, that wraps it up for another episode of 7-Minute News. Now, Gaston and I, we are so happy that you came and stopped by and watched this amazing series. If you guys want to check out more amazing pictures of Gaston, you can totally bounce over to the Instagram. Check out the Twitter as well, too. We are blowing up with tons of pictures of Gaston. He's pretty cool, I have to say. He's a pretty cool cat. I wasn't a cat person, but he's a pretty cool cat. So thank you guys so much for being a part of this. It's been awesome. I love doing this stuff because I love the response that I get from people. So thank you guys so much for everything. I've been Stubbs121. If you guys like, if you guys like what you see, definitely don't forget to hit that sub button, that like button, and that bell button to be notified of any new videos that are coming. Oh, sorry guys. That was great though. Thanks, Gaston. You're the best, bud. You are the best. Well, thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you guys for everything. It really means the entire world to me. So thank you guys. You guys are the best. I will be sure to catch you guys on the next episode of 7-Minute News. So you guys better be there, and I'll see you guys then. I've been Stubbs121, and like we always say, don't forget to be awesome and don't forget to love, because hell, we could always use it. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys. Have a great day.